Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning, this is my son Ben, and today we have a closer look at Bushmills. 21 years old, and we visited together the Bushmills distillery in 2013.
13 it was?
Yeah.
Not 12?
No, 13.
Okay, maybe it was.
Or 12.
Or 12. It was a long time ago.
It's quite a time ago. And today we have this bottle here in our cask, and these bottles are individual numbered. So now here we have the 37,899th bottle, and this is bottled in 2014.
40? Oh, that's quite some time ago.
5 years ago. And there is a specialty to this bottle I want to like to tell. The Bushmills distillery is the only distillery, or is the only distillery in Northern Ireland. And the former proprietor de-invested the distillery, so they sold it. And prior to selling, they made up the bride. So they sold an awful lot of whiskey out of those warehouses to whoever wasn't at 3 on the tree. They had to buy, and they were really cheap, and they spread that whiskey really wide so that the sales figures were extremely good. And then they bought, and after that the supply of this Madeira wood, 21 years old, was very, very low because everything was sold for years. And some wholesale dealers, they put those bottles away, and now they're coming onto the market, and they're a little bit more expensive than before. So somebody
stored them and just made a arbitrage.
Yes, just made money. And now they are around 160 euros, dollars, pounds, so quite a lot. But it's a Madeira cask in between. They mature those whiskies in 3 different casks: ex-bourbon, ex-sherry, and Madeira casks. And I had been to Madeira 2011, I think, and I visited one of those. There are only very, very few bodegas on Madeira, and they are heating up their wines to get the oxidization. So they have really big insulated tanks, and there they have heating in, and they're heating it up. So it's really, really dark, the Madeira wine, and you see the color it takes is extraordinary.
I think Bushmills is one of the few Irish distillers that do have pot stills, right?
Right.
So, but does it say single pot still, or is it a single malt?
Single malt.
Single malt.
Triple distilled. It's pot stills. So I went, we had the tour through the still house, and we saw those stills very nested in all those pipes. And we weren't, not allowed to take photographs, but they looked quite beautiful, quite interesting, very technical. So they're doing really pot still whiskey, and the normal white label Bushmills has some malt whiskey in it, but most of it is column still distilled. And this one is single malt. It's dropping.
So it's 19 years in Oloroso sherry casks and 2 years finish in Madeira casks.
And there are some bourbon casks mixed in.
And there's some bourbon casks mixed in.
Look at that.
I missed the second line. Okay.
Yeah. And there they say matured in Oloroso sherry, bourbon, and Madeira casks for a deep maltiness within. With hints of spice.
And you gave it the whiskey award, or not the award. You said it was one of the best whiskeys of the last 25 years of your tasting career.
Yes.
Okay. Well, high expectation then.
Yeah. So it's smelling differently to the sherry casks. So the Madeira is something different. It's not that fresh and orange juice, but it's more blood orange, darker orange peel, deeper, massive.
Yeah, it's one of these very, very zesty whiskeys. Definitely one of these. It's definitely blood orange, grapefruit, some orange zest, with a hint of these Christmas flavors as well. Or maybe that's just the association with the orange zest. But it's a very dark and deep, fruity flavor.
Yeah, and putting my nose deeper in, there's the oak already coming. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
First a little oily on my tongue, then more of the oranges, blood oranges, the grapefruit, spiciness. Sweet. A little sweetness in. Sandalwood. And going up to licorice. Now the aftertaste with our spices showing through. Yeah.
It does have a wonderful deep flavor as well. With a bit more, sandalwood, oak notes, and a bit more sweetness as well. But there's a good amount of spiciness and bittersweet, blood orange, grapefruit style. But it's not one of these typical front fruity, but a very subtle, laid-back, zesty whiskey. I like it. And that's the beauty about whiskey. That's unlike many other whiskeys. You find hardly any whiskey that tastes in that direction.
And the alcoholic note is not there. You can definitely say this is a triple distillation. This is very clear alcohol in it. So you do not have those fusel oils which give this sharp character to some whiskeys. No, this is highly distilled, well matured, big cask influence, and the resins and the juiciness of the Madeira. Madeira, Madeira, Madeira is so much better than beer.
I like it. What I always like about a whiskey, if it's really good, is that you can keep it in your mouth for as long as you want.
It's just 40 ABV.
It's 40 ABV, so it's one of the bit lesser aggressive whiskeys, but it's just so pleasant in your mouth that you almost feel like you have a bit of a strange juice in your mouth. And it is a strange juice, isn't it? But it's lovely. Now I know why you gave it such a good review of the last 25 years.
So and I think it hadn't changed much. So I looked up the old tasting notes. I say it's quite the same. So they are quite consistent with their taste in that whiskey.
I like it. But it's also highly available, isn't it? Probably if we have a 2014 bottle, then should be highly available.
But I think 2015, 16, 17 will be none out there. So it's nice inside. So it's a good Christmas
also
gift.
it's a pretty good I would say item for collectors, as you have the drying boxes and you have individually numbered and vintages on the bottles. So
that's a collector's item.
You can always say, this is one of the. If you have a 2016 version, then these are probably worth a lot because there's so few of them on the market.
Might be.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching and see you next time.